honorable adjudicators and judges, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Wendel.
My name is Juliana. We are from SMA 1 Palangka Raya.
We would like to present our research with the title
A Simple Method to Learn Solid Geometry
by Observing Dayaknese Traditional House Architecture of Central Kalimantan.
Mathematics is general knowledge that is useful in the development of science. Most of the students often experience difficulties in learning mathematics, both in understanding concept and in problem solving. One of the difficulties is to understand the concept of building space due to the abstract object. The traditional house of the Dayak tribe in Central Kalimantan has many buildings that can be used to help students understand the concept of building space taught in school.
Objectives of the research. The object of the research was Betang, the Dayaknese traditional house of Central Kalimantan. Research question. Based on the above background, the problems of the research can be formulated as follows. 1. What parts of the traditional house architecture of Dayak tribe of Central Kalimantan that can be used to understand the concept of solid geometry? Number 2. What are the concepts of solid geometry that can be understood by using the architectural design of the traditional house of the Dayak tribe of Central Kalimantan?
The method. The data collection method was carried out by using direct observation and literature study. Direct field observation were carried out by observing the traditional buildings in Palangka Raya, Central Kalimantan. The literature study was carried out by making an inventory of the traditional architectural buildings of the Dayak tribe in Central Kalimantan with a literature review. Experimental design. The data of this research were obtained by observations. After the data had been collected, the data were arranged systematically and presented by displaying pictures of solid geometry on the table to be analyzed. Time and place. This research was conducted in Palangka Raya, Central Kalimantan, precisely at the house of each researcher and the Batang Eka Tinggal Nganderang house at Jalan Di Panjaitan, Palangka Raya on 22 to 25 September 2020.
Result. Number 1. Batang house. The head is triangular prism, the body is cuboid, and the legs are cylinder. Number 2. Batang house structure. The rooms are cube and the main room is cuboid. Number 3. Poles. All of the poles are cylinders.
Number 4. Pasah Patahu. The roof is triangular prism, the building is cuboid, and the poles are cylinder. Study of the shapes. Study forms of the Betang are emphasized more on the structure of the building, including the process of making and erecting buildings started from the bottom, the middle to the top of the building. The explanation is as follows. A. The lower parts. 1. Jihi. Jihi is a local term of a large pillar that stands through the middle of the building and is generally installed at every corner of the house as well as on the long part of the house. Jihi has a cylinder shape, strength of the building foundation, so that the jihi is planted and embedded in the ground with a depth of 1.722 meter. Number 2. Tungket. Tungket is a local term for a lock that is smaller than jihi and functions to strengthen jihi as the foundation or bottom reinforcement, especially to strengthen the floor. Tungket has a cylinder shape. Number 3. Bahat. Bahat is made of iron wood, which has been shaped to resemble a wooden block placed between the jihi and tungket. Number 4. Gahangan or glagar. Gahangan is a block mounted on bahat that serves as a barrier directly from the floor so that the installation of gahangan or glagar is more tight than bahat. Number 5. Laseh. Laseh is a cuboid-shaped floor of the house that is wide and thin, made of several types of wood such as ironwood, kahoy wood, lenan wood, meranti wood, and carving that is installed tightly. B. The center parts. 1. Guntung. Guntung or cylinder-shaped pole is a pole that is installed to stand on each side of the house, which connects the bahat on each side and functions as a place to attach the wall. Number 2. Hanbantang Walls. Hanbantang cylinder-shaped walls are installed around the house building parallel to and coincided with the walls. Number 3. Dinding. Dinding is a local term of walls. It is made from hardwood, namely tabalian or kahoy. To put wall on guntung or jihi, pasak wood is used that was perforated previously to insert the pegs of a width of up to 2 inches. See the upper parts. 1. Handaran. The handaran cylinder-shaped lock functions as the support for the end of lower kasau, which also functions as a resistance to strengthen the upper parts. 2. Babahan. Babahan is a term for tensile blocks on the truss structure on the roof of a house. 3. Babungan bones. Cylinder-shaped babungan bones are quite important components of the upper building, so generally, tabalian or iron wood is used. The number of bones of the babungan is the same as the number of babahan, because the position of them are exactly above each other. Number 4. Ulut bones or tatean balau. Ulut bones, the term for the mounted timber, extends over the bone babungan length of the house following and fitted either side. 5. Kasau and reng. Kasau and reng are cylinder. The kasau are installed based on the length of the building, about 1 meter from the end of lower kasau, attached to the handaran. After installing the kasau, only the installed reng are for the purpose of installing the roof. Number 6. Rawung bone. Rawung bone or nok is made of solid wood with a shape in the form of a cylinder, and the size is large as handaran and tatean balau.
Analysis. The part of the traditional house architecture of the Dayak tribe of Central Kalimantan that can be used to understand the concept of solid geometry, including the upper parts, the center parts, and the lower parts of the building. The concept of solid geometry that can be understood by using the traditional architectural building design of the Dayak tribe of Central Kalimantan includes 1. A triangular prince in the shape of the roof, 2. A cuboid in the shape of the central part for the house and rooms in the building, 3. A cube in shapes of the rooms in the building, 4. A cylinder in the shapes of building poles. The concept of solid geometry in traditional Central Kalimantan house architecture show that we can learn mathematics not only in class, monotonous in number and symbol, and ignoring the meaning of the concept, but also we can learn about solid geometry while learning the meaning of a traditional house, so that our culture does not disappear.
Conclusion. Parts of the traditional house architecture of the Dayak tribe of Central Kalimantan that can be used to understand the concept of solid geometry are the roofs, the buildings, the poles, and the structural elements. The concept of solid geometry that can be understood by using the architectural design of the traditional house of the Dayak tribe in Central Kalimantan are triangular prisms, cubes, cuboids, and cylinders.
Future work. It is hoped that this research will be studied more by conducting tests to the student in Central Kalimantan on the solid geometry by using the Bidang house architecture of Central Kalimantan.
That's all from us.
Thank you for your attention.